Now that 2024 is here, it might be a good time to line yourself up a new job. Indeed says that thanks to new hiring budgets, companies tend to do most of their hiring in January and February. And across our fair nation, there are plenty of towns looking for qualified firefighters or lifeguards or poison control experts to meet their community's needs. And if you're looking to travel across our entire fair nation, there's a major opportunity available for someone looking to handle a giant wiener. On Monday, the good people at Oscar Mayer officially opened their application to be their next Wienermobile spokesperson. It's what the company claims to be a rare and coveted position as part of its Hotdogger Program, which is effectively the role of a traveling brand ambassador. It's a one-year position that starts in June that'll be bestowed upon 12 lucky applicants, or 2 more than the number of hot dogs in this Oscar Mayer package, in spite of the fact that hot dog buns are typically sold by the dozen. Perhaps that's something you'll get to explain to the public as you pull up and park our nation's preeminent tubed meat replica. As this workday application lays out, the full-time work of a hot dogger will send Oscar Mayer's finest Franks to execute more than 200 media events, appear in local media, and show up on TikTok and Instagram. Considering Oscar Mayer says Wienermobile spokespeople are in fact mini celebrities, whatever you happen to be micro-influencing about on TikTok is sure to be a helpful leg up in your career. And no, I'm not trashing micro-influencers. Take one look at our subscriber count, and we're currently situated comfortably on our perch here at the corner of micro and influence. Anyway, if you're like me, and you spent your 20s touring around second-rate comedy shows to this nation's finest community theaters, you've probably come across one of these things in a hotel parking lot and thought to yourself, why exactly is this thing a thing? Well, as Oscar Mayer points out, the company, not the man, as he's been dead for about 70 years, the Wienermobile has been a giant mobile advertisement since 1936, when the nephew of Oscar Mayer himself came up with the idea to drive the company's spokesperson around in a larger than normal hot dog, and one that contains wheels. And even though they drove this thing around Chicago, wheels aren't a topping even when you drag a hot dog through the garden. The Wienermobile has gone through all sorts of iterations since then, including a bizarre foray last year during which the thing was renamed the Frankmobile to promote its all-beef Franks, only to be walked back using this meme here on Instagram like 4 months later. Anyway, Oscar Mayer's hot dog program has been around since 1988 to nurture the company's future leaders. And in a very small way, kind of our nation's future leaders too. Former Speaker of the House Paul Ryan drove the Wienermobile once as a college meat salesman, before becoming one of our nation's conservative young guns who can no longer be found in Congress. Last year's class featured a bunch of hot doggers from all over the country, one of which had a tattoo of the Wienermobile, one of which used to be a competitive figure skater, and one of which liked ketchup. Now that's not to say everything about being a career hot dogger is boiled to perfection and smothered with the proper proportions of ketchup, mustard, and relish. You've got to be willing to work holidays, be prepared to maintain the Wienermobile, and be fine with a base salary of $35,600 plus $7,200 for meal and travel allowance. That adds up to $42,800, or about 15 grand shy of what Forbes says is our nation's average annual salary, which is around 60 grand. Nevertheless, if you're a people person who wishes to pilot street food coast to coast, Oscar Mayer is taking applications for the Hotdogger Program online through January 1st. You can find the application at https://heinz.wd1.myworkdayjobs.com/en-us/craftheinz_careers/ you know what, just Google it.